Hello, it's Lucas here, and I've got a LEGO set showcase for you. This is set 6901, Mobile Lab. It released back in 1980 and has 117 pieces. It also includes 2 minifigures. Those minifigures being, of course, the classic LEGO Spacemen, which come in the white and red colors. These are the 2 most common colors for LEGO Classic Space Astronauts, so it's pretty nice to get them in here, but nothing special. These are also the version from the 2022 LEGO Galaxy Explorer, because I didn't actually get the original minifigures with this when I bought it, but that's not important. This set released only a year after the original Galaxy Explorer set came out, so it's one of the older Classic Space sets. One of the newest ones is actually the one I reviewed last time, which was from 1986, and the theme ended in 1988. Regardless, this is a very nice design. You can see that same flexible hinge system that they had back in the Alien Moonstalker, and this is supposed to come with an extra attachment. You would just remove this, and there would be a little shovel or scooper that you would put in there. But unfortunately, I don't have that piece, so I can't show that to you. But this is nice regardless. It's a sort of sensor, I'd imagine, that would find minerals in the ground and research it, since it's the mobile lab. You can see up here, there's one of the Classic Space guns, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if that was the actual intention of this, but it's up there, so there it is. You can interpret it however you want to. Although technically they will say it's not a gun, but we all know it's a gun. I mean, come on, look at that thing. But regardless, on the sides you've got tools clipped on, so you've got the wrench, and then on the other side there's the walkie-talkie. This comes with 4 printed Classic Space elements, which is pretty nice. I mean, they're all very good condition for how old this set is, and you can see them. Very, very nice. Always love to get the Classic Space pieces. And then you can also see this windshield piece, which did come in the old Galaxy Explorer, but this one's green, which looks really nice. I do like this color scheme. It's very different from the original blue and gray and yellow color scheme that was in a lot of the 1979 sets, but it's still very nice. It's got very good accents, very good colors. These doors, of course, as you've seen before, open up, so you can see the seating area for the minifigure. I'll grab the white one this time, and you can just kind of shuffle your minifigure in there. There we go. So here you go. You can sit them in there, and then of course you can also set your other minifigure right behind them, so you can fill up the mobile lab with minifigures. So there he is. Now you've got both of them in there, and you can see them through these windows, but it's kind of hard. It's a little too dark. There you go. You can see back there. This is all on a wheel system with these classic LEGO wheels. A lot of this was classic, very classic. This is 2 years after this version of the minifigure was ever released in any set. So a lot of this stuff is very classic, very old stuff. I mean, LEGO minifigures are very important nowadays, but back then, these minifigures had just come out, so it's pretty interesting, pretty special to see a set like this. Moving up, you can see the red lights on top, and then this large radar dish. This is also new, and not from the time period, because unfortunately all of this was missing on mine, so it looked like this. Actually, I don't even think these cylinders were on here either, but yeah, so I was missing a couple of pieces. But you can also see there's the antenna on the back, and overall this is just a very nice Classic Space set. It's very similar to the Alien Moonstalker, which is interesting for 2 sets that came out 6 years apart, but I think that just adds to how great of a theme the Classic Space theme was. You can also, just an extra interesting bit, you can see that these clips on the side, they look weird, and that's because they're actually molded with a different plastic than the rest of the Lego pieces, back when this came out, at least. So that's why it's a different color. It feels fake, but it's real. And it's pretty interesting. Now I'm going to grab the Alien Moonstalker, and we're going to look at these two next to each other. Here is the Alien Moonstalker next to the Mobile Lab, and you can see what I mean by the color schemes being very, very similar. But this thing's a lot bigger. It's a much better set, and surprisingly, I paid the same price for this that I did for this. So, yeah, it's not that great when you actually look at it. But this is still a very good set, a classic set, and I love to have it in my collection. And this is a great set, but arguably a lot better. Also has the same front printed piece as this one. Separated by 6 years, which just shows how good this was, because 6 years and it's barely any different, because it was already so good back then. Why'd they have to upgrade it? All that being said, all these newer sets are definitely all the newer sets are definitely a lot better, but these old sets are still just as good. So everything here is just great. But that concludes it for the Mobile Lab. It's a very, very nice set. It's now reaching 45 years old, which is pretty old for any set in my collection. The second oldest one is this one, which is 39. But of course, it's going to be a year older next year. And the next Classic Space set that I'll be showing off, which I haven't gotten yet, but I will have soon, is even older than... actually, no, I think it's just older than this one. It's not older than this one, but like, it's old. I think it's older than this one. It came out, I believe, in 1985, so it's 40 years old right now. But it's not quite as old as this one, which of course came out in 1980, which is a long time ago for a Lego set. It also shows how high quality Lego really is, because this set has existed for 45 years, nearly 46 and 2 months, and it's still just as good as the day it came out. Look at that. Albeit a little yellow in some places, but nothing that bad. Very, very good set here. I just recommend you actually don't buy this at the price I bought it at, and also look at it. Look at the set before you buy it, and don't buy one that's missing all of this stuff and also missing both of the minifigures at the same time. That was just terrible. But yeah, look at that. I do have one actual genuine classic spaceman right there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, click the like button, and if you made it to the end of the video, congratulations. I don't know why you would stick around that long. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's classic space, but who knows. Goodbye.